Fax News, I'm Jay Yandel. Scientists say they're certain that a SpaceX rocket has slammed into the moon as predicted. While no one observed the actual impact, a telescope in Chile spotted what astronomers have identified as a debris plume resulting from the high-speed crash. The leftover rocket segment plowed into the moon Wednesday after drifting off course for the past year. SpaceX launched the robot last year with a pair of lunar landers. The company says a combination of solar activity and gravity accidentally put it on a collision course with the moon. SpaceX is working with NASA to avoid any further lunar littering. I'm Jay Yandel.
The man who prosecutors say orchestrated the 1996 killing of rap icon Tupac Shakur is scheduled to go on trial Monday, almost 30 years after the fatal drive-by shooting in Las Vegas.
It's been 30 years.
Tupac's stepbrother, Maurice Shakur.
Optimism comes in for the simple fact that something has happened.
63-year-old Dwayne Keefe D. Davis faces a single count of murder with a deadly weapon with the intent to promote or assist a criminal gang in Shakur's death. Davis has been jailed since late 2023 and has pleaded not guilty. Gunfire came from the Cadillac that Davis was in, and he's one of the only people there that night who is still alive. Prosecutors say if Davis had not written explicitly about the killing or talked about it, it's likely no one would have been charged. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
The state of New Mexico has sued the Department of Justice and Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche, saying the federal government has blocked it from carrying out its own investigation into Jeffrey Epstein's sex crimes. The lawsuit was filed in federal court in Washington on Wednesday. The lawsuit said the Justice Department and Blanche had actively harmed victims and undermined public interest by failing to provide information to the state's investigators. The Justice Department said it was withholding some information from New Mexico to protect the privacy of victims and conform with federal court rulings. This is Fax News. Just the facts every time.
I'm Seth Suttel, and this is Markets in a Minute. Stocks are climbing on Wall Street and adding to their records. The S&P 500 rose 0.4% in the first hour of trading Wednesday. The Dow added 574 points, that's about 1.1%. The Nasdaq Composite was up 0.2%. Disney rose 3%. The entertainment company turned in better than expected results and had strong receipts from the latest installment of its Toy Story movie franchise. SpaceX pulled back about 8%. Elon Musk's rockets, AI, and satellite internet company reported big growth in revenue, but it also announced sharp increases in spending, including on artificial intelligence. The yield on the 10-year Treasury held relatively steady at 4.63%. Seth Suttel, New York.
London police say a woman has been arrested after 4 people were stabbed in Covent Garden, a bustling area in the centre of London that's full of attractions and very popular with visitors. The Metropolitan Police say early indications suggest it was a mental health-related incident and that scissors were recovered at the scene. The injured were taken to a major trauma centre following the incident early Wednesday afternoon in Endell Street. No further update has been given on the extent of their injuries. There's a significant police cordon around the scene of the incident. Russian news reports say Vladimir Tukharchuk, head of the Uralzavod factory, was hospitalized and in grave condition after the explosion on Tuesday. The factory supplies drones to the Russian military. There were no immediate details about the explosion or who might be responsible. Russian authorities have blamed Kyiv for recent attacks on military officials since Moscow sent troops into Ukraine in 2022. The car explosion follows a deadly bombing at a Moscow restaurant on Saturday, which Russian officials also blamed on Ukraine. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
Stefon Diggs is signing with the Washington Commanders. The move gives quarterback Jaden Daniels and the offense a proven, experienced wide receiver. Diggs joins Washington for a 12th year in the NFL after playing last season with New England. Diggs had 99 catches for over 1,100 yards and 5 touchdowns in 21 games, counting the Patriots' playoff run to the Super Bowl. Diggs previously played for Minnesota, Buffalo, and Houston during a career that included him being an All-Pro selection in 2020. And in other sports, the Preakness is moving to 3 weeks and 1 day. after the Kentucky Derby, to be run on a Sunday for the first time ever. Fax News. I'm Jay Yandel.